Thank you for travelling with Virgin Trains.
Fares to Blackpool this weekend were particularly expensive, so I bought a single to Crewe, which cost me about £10, and then a first class single from Crewe to Blackpool North, which cost me £7.65 and included my breakfast and a black coffee, so good value in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to arrive very early in Blackpool, and my objective is to visit all the remaining stations on the Lytham St Ands route to Blackpool South, and also pick up the last remaining Blackpool Tram stop, Pleasant Street, which I forgot to do when I was up here in August for the Fleetwood game, which we won 1-0, and we all thought the season was going to be fantastic, but has not proved to be the case. So, shortly going to arrive in Blackpool North, and join me when I visit various stations. Which are just arriving at Blackpool North. Since I last came here, they've built this huge depot for Northern Rail trains, which is packed to the rafters owing to the Northern Rail RMT strike today, which makes travel even more complicated. So here we are at Blackpool North, the tower. Whilst there's nobody travelling in first class, it does appear the train's quite busy in standard class. So this is my first call, Pleasant Street. As I said on the train, this completes my visiting all the tram stops in Blackpool. So I'm going to catch the tram at 9:52, which is appearing. You can just see it on top of the hill, not that it's very far away. And I'm going to catch this all the way to the end of the line to Stargate, where I'm going to change and catch a bus. So let's just watch the tram arrive. So I arrived at Stargate. My bus is at 14 minutes past 10, which is just down the road here. Obviously this video is going to be predominantly trams and buses, as there's a rail strike on Northern Rail. So this is my next bus, number 7, which I'm taking down to St Ands on Sea. It's 10:25 and I've arrived at St Ands on the Sea. Now there is a train service operating on this line today, but it is very, very infrequent. It's normally only one an hour on a good day. So I think it's about one every 2 hours now because of the rail strike. Anyway, hopefully I can get access to the station and get my photos. So I'm on the St Ands on the Sea station. And there's a train due actually. It's due at 10:39, but it's running late. It's now due at 10:44, which should it continue at that time, I have got sufficient time to film it arriving and departing, and then get back and catch the bus. Like it used to be a station building at one time. There's obviously a former platform along here. That was the 10:39. Running 5 minutes late. Now after this I'm going down to Fairhaven and Andsell, which I'll most probably see this train coming back through. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. See ya, bye. Oh dear, my wife has just phoned me up to tell me that the washing machine is broken, just as the train's about to leave. Oh dear. So this is the very attractive Ashton Gardens at St Ands, with a war memorial down the far end, and a nice coat of arms on the gates. Very nice. So here comes my next bus, again the number 7. It's going to take me to Andsell and Fairhaven. The bus is running late. I can't believe how many people pay by cash. We take Oyster for granted in London. It's a real nightmare. Anyway, I'm at Andsell and Fairhaven, and that's it. Not a lot. Let's go. Get next bus. It must have one of the longest access ramps I've ever seen at a railway station. Right, having ticked off that station, I'm now waiting for the number 7 bus again to take me to Lytham, and here it comes. It's almost on time. So obviously my bus, which was one before, absorbed lots of the passengers because it got delayed. Just heard that my compatriots in crime, Trans-Pennine Express train's been cancelled, so they're therefore stranded in Manchester. Hopefully they will still get here on time. It's almost 12:15, arrived at Lytham station. Now been turned into a pub and grill. Very substantial station building. Very attractive. This is the way I get in. South Fylde line. I always thought it was called Lytham St Anne's. I didn't realise they were two separate places. I learn something new every day. Right, so there's the train is due at 3 minutes past 12, which would take me to Moss End, which is where I was supposed to be meeting Eric and Ron, and then we were going to go on to the Saddle for a beer. But because they've been held up, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I have to make an executive decision. Depends what's at Moss End. It's the station from the bridge. So a nice little communal garden down there, and a nice mobile telephone tower. So here comes the 12:02, about 10 minutes late, but it's running. Good. I think they're actually running a normal service on this line today. So I'm only going one stop, Moss side. Moss side. The guard just got off the train and closed the level crossing barriers. So I don't know what happens when you come the other way. Well, I suppose I better find out, because I'll be catching this train back. Well, I've heard from Eric and Ron. They're now on a train on the way to Preston. Oh, barriers are changed. Blimey, there's a train coming. I wasn't expecting a... Oh yes, of course I was expecting a train now. This is the one I was going to catch back. I'll go back to Lytham. It's a better station. Anyway, the level crossing must have worked automatically, because they've come down. You can hear it buzzing in the distance. Right, I've gone back to Lytham because Moss side is in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and I'm not sure what's happening with Eric and Ron. They are on a train to Preston, and they hope to be on the 1:10 from Preston to Blackpool South. So I'm just holding by. And one of the reasons I came here because there's a pub, so at least I can have a beer. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you next time I'm out and about, which actually is next week because I'm going to Bristol. Enjoy.